Alright, y'all. I'm not amused, episode 4. Alright, this time we got more people in the building. We got King D and HD, Leo Green Studios. I don't know why Silent K Assassin looking like that, but he is, y'all. So y'all get ready for a good episode. And we got Space Jam Jordan, man. What up, y'all?
Going on, man?
That's Silent K game face.
The Silent K game
Uh-huh.
face. Well, I'm about to set it off.
Still.
Do it again, Silent K. Make the face again.
Hey, that's an intense look. Alright, Silent K. I'm gonna start with the game you playing right now. I'm gonna start with my problem with the game you playing right now, 2K21. Now, 2K21 should be dead and gone. Like, oh damn, Leo. I don't know what Leo doing, but anyway, 2K21 should be dead and gone. But here you are still playing it. Now, my problem with 2K21 is it was a carbon copy of 2K20. If 2K22 comes out on PlayStation 4, would you buy it?
I'm not buying no 2Ks for at least one whole year.
One whole year. Wait, would you? All right, nothing on episode 1. You said you would not even buy it on PlayStation 5, right? You still feel that same way
Nope.
after you didn't hit Superstar 2? All right, wonderful.
Yep.
Did hitting Superstar 2, was it worth the grind?
No, because when I got it, I didn't know what to do.
Alright, here we go. My problem with 2K20, all of them, is the effort of grinding the whole time you playing is pointless. Because to get to Superstar, Elite, and Legend is not actually possible. And to enjoy the game, neither one are all possible. You can't get to there and enjoy the game, or you can enjoy the grind and never get to your goal. I don't like the NBA neighborhood. I don't like it at all. It's terrible. What I would do to fix the neighborhood, me and Space Jam Jordan and Static E were on earlier talking about this. This is the main way I would fix it. I would take out this network that shows you in a whole world with other players. I think it's so pointless. No other game I play is put you in a network, which they call the neighborhood, and has everybody lagging for no reason. We don't care what other people are doing. I'd rather be sitting in a one-on-one lobby like every fighting game and just play a person with a smooth connection. I think 2K20 needs a straight overhaul. The badges need to go. I'm sorry, they all need to go. I would rather play NBA Live than to play another 2K20. If 2K20...
That's crazy.
I have to say it because you tried the badges. They were exciting. We were all excited about badges. They made sense, but 2K failed to make them work. So since they don't work, take them out. I don't want to sit here and have corner specialists and be missing threes. I don't want to have, what is it called, deep range and limitless range or whatever on PlayStation. You got it on PlayStation 5, but on ours it's called range extender. I don't want to have these badges and be missing wide open shots. I say take the badges out
Jamal
the game.
don't be missing the wide open shot.
That is true. I don't know how Static E and Jamal make their shots, but I hate that. I hate the dribbling, the curry sliding. I say take it out. And one thing that's missing from the game that I wish was really in the game, it's in there, but it's terrible. It's the Euro step. Like when Giannis comes to the hole in the real NBA, the Euro step is really a legit move. But on 2K20, it sucks.
Yeah.
What y'all think about? D, what you think about 2K?
Well,
Okay, yeah, Jordan.
I think
When
it's
did
a
the
legit
badges
travel in
come?
real life.
He says a travel. What'd you say, Jordan?
Yeah, I think it's a legit travel in real life.
But
I
ain't it
said, what
weird?
year did the badges come out though?
I think like 2K15. Well, D, you probably know better than me. Them badges been around since at least 2K16, right?
Yeah, it seemed like I remember when they first brought it in, they was kind of different.
Yeah.
It was kind of like they was giving you certain badges for doing certain stuff. Like it wasn't like you like it is now, where you choose what badge you want after you do so much grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was giving you certain badges according to to the certain stuff you do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
know what you're
remember.
talking about.
I, I
That was
can't
the best
remember
way.
which year.
You
Was
shouldn't
that
have people
18?
that can't block shots having rim protection. You know what I'm saying? With a low block rate, able to get rim protection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all ready for me to start?
Yeah, let's go
Right.
ahead, Leo.
Right, Leo.
All right. This is how I feel when I play 2K21. This is what I felt when we bought it. Okay, felt like that. You know
Okay.
why I felt like that? Because 2K21 was 2K20.
Yeah. It's the
If I would have
same
had
game.
2K19, I'd have been the same way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the reason I stopped buying basketball games is because the graphics had got so good that they couldn't outdo themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we got on 2K, it was a nice game because we could play with each other on the game. No homo. Okay, gotta say it like that. You play.
You
Who
supposed
is
to say
that
pause.
crying? What the fuck they crying for?
Leo.
Oh,
Yeah,
you hate 2K that much?
it was that bad.
Leo.
But
Yeah, that was a pause.
I stopped buying the 2Ks because it was
We'll
like
talk about it
the
later.
same game. Because all you really had to do is what? Update the game. That was the whole reason they had it. Now you have to buy a whole new game for something that we get updates on all the time. Okay,
Yeah.
let alone stuff not working. Because 2K20 worked better than 2K21. Definitely, the shooting. What the badges for if they're not gonna work, right? What
Yeah,
what
but
are
how
the
could they
badges for if
fix
they're
the
not gonna work?
badges though?
Where?
Like, how could they fix the badges though? Because
They
if
can make
somebody
what?
was corner specialist, every time they get in the corner, they just supposed to 100% guarantee make that shot.
I will
That's
give them
not.
a 30% chance though.
Yeah, I mean, if it made
And
sense.
then if they are wide open,
Yeah, I mean, I could like, or maybe if they slowed the slider down or some shit like that. But I don't know. Like, I don't know how you can
that
fix
slider
that
thing.
one.
What is it? The little green thing, arrow thing. It don't even work.
Yeah, it don't work. I sure don't think it works. I will keep the pie chart. So going on building on that, I will keep the pie chart. So like what Leo's saying, if you
I like the
open,
pie
I
charts.
think you should make your shot. Yeah, like in a game where you make your
I
character.
would like more pie charts.
Yeah. In a game where you making your own character, I do think it's necessary that you have weaknesses. And if you just leave a person alone to make their own character how they want to, like on PlayStation 5, you end up with a bunch of broken characters. And I don't think nobody's going to enjoy a game where everybody's just a jack of all trades. That's just no fun. So at least in even though they carbon copies of each other, at least in these games, to have to pick between being able to do two things and just being kind of below average in the other two, I think that does make for a fun game, and I think that makes everybody play team basketball. Now, I have a problem with you picking a pie chart and that pie chart not working. So if you pick a red pie chart and a green pie chart, it's mighty odd that the green makes you slow. And on top of that, if you got a red pie chart in your power forward or center, you actually can't shoot. And it's kind of a fun trade off where you make your arms longer to play defense, but you make your arms shorter to shoot. I do like that, but at the same time, if you pick
take the speed away from all the pie charts here.
Yeah, green. Yeah, well, that's a good point. So, it's like to be, and I don't know where they're getting that from. Like, what NBA player was that unathletic because he could shoot? Like, why is that the only pie chart with the that kind of trade off, that kind of penalty?
Reggie Miller, Larry Bird.
What? I mean, what were they slow?
Horrible.
Were they slow, or were they just terrible at defense? Because it make you slow, and that's an offensive thing and a defensive thing. But like people struggle to keep on Reggie Miller.
I can't really speak on Larry Bird, but I don't think Reggie Miller was too fast or too good.
Can you remember one great shooter that was just super athletic?
Yeah, Steph Curry.
Ray Allen is
I was about to say Ray Allen.
What do you mean?
Probably the only one, but
Hold on, Michael Jordan.
Steph Curry not an athletic guy.
What do you mean by athletic? Because I'm talking about speed. What are you not talking?
Like Russell Westbrook.
Michael Jordan.
He wasn't considered a shooter. He's a scorer.
That could shoot.
I'm talking about a 40% higher 3-point percentage type shooter.
That's
But he didn't try to shoot threes, though. That's the problem with Michael Jordan. He didn't try.
Okay, I at least get what you're getting at. What you're basically saying is it's consistent enough that the game is justified in penalizing you by making you slower, right? Fair enough. Okay, I can respect that.
You know, people that can shoot usually have to develop their shooting to compensate for the fact that they're not as athletic as other people.
But on the video game, you just like, okay, so a big thing in the NBA is a 3-and-D guard or a 3-and-D defender, right? But those two things hurt each other on 2K. So how could that be one of the more popular styles and then it be like a bad or have such a trade-off on the game?
Well, you got people like Klay Thompson. He is considered a 3-and-D guard. He's not super athletic.
Hence the reason he broke his leg.
I'm saying he not a guy that's gonna. He couldn't be a slasher type player as well because he's not that type of athlete.
But I'm getting that on 2K if you were 3-and-D like that. Like, have you ever noticed, like, when you're in the park, you literally can't keep up on defense because he can't move laterally. But that yellow pie chart, that playmaker, he can play defense. Now, you know, it's a video game. I'm trying to say that the video game doesn't have to be so realistic that it takes the fun out, which is why the shooting, like Leo talked about earlier, you should be able to make your open shots because it's a video game. I get in real life you should be shooting about 40% and be a good shooter, but in a video game, if you're shooting 40% on a video game, you a bad shooter.
But you kind of contradicting yourself because you led with that you hate the Curry slide, and you led with you hate those guys that do that. You know what I'm saying? They doing speed boosting, but if you're saying take away the penalty for being able to shoot, those guys will be even faster. You get what I'm saying? Like the playmaking shot creators, you know how they'll do the Curry slide and then they can do a hesitation towards one direction and speed boost.
Yeah.
They are actually still getting that speed penalty. You know what I'm saying? If they weren't getting that speed penalty for having green in their chart, it'll be even worse.
My problem with the Curry slide is he's getting spammed too much.
They give up everything else for their speed.
Yeah, but you see, if I play with my point forward and I come out there, I can guard those guys because my point forward is all yellow, so he got the speed to keep up with those playmaking shots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I come out my perimeter lock, who's green and red, he's slower, but his defensive ability is higher. So it's kind of like a balance act. You know what I'm saying? The more you give up on shooting, the faster you can get, the more you can do on defense. It's just
so, Jamal, you said you're not getting it, right? Now, how are you going to stick to your guns on getting it? Because we got, I know D getting it, right? You getting 22D, right?
Yeah. Hey, it's the only game I play. I got it.
The only game you play? I got you on that. Did they say they're gonna do anything better on 22? What they gonna fix in 22 that 21 don't got?
Shit, they ain't showing nothing just yet. It ain't close enough. You know, they wait till the game about to release, then they tell you. Or they might not say nothing at all.
I mean, I've been seeing a few things. I've been seeing probably ain't gonna be no speed glitching. There's a couple things out there. The Curry, I think I heard the Curry slide might be gone too. I know they say you're gonna really have to learn how to dribble.
Their game is too laggy to really be playing defense.
Most skill based, I guess what they saying.
One thing we're gonna have to go ahead and do is, HD, you're gonna have to get a portrait of your 2K character and put it over your video. Because I can't get used to just looking at you talk, and I'm used to seeing your 2K character. So I need you to switch to 2K and just get your character to just sit there and kind of hold. It's throwing me off, man. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad.
I'm gonna get on that ASAP. I'm I'm gonna work on it. Work on making that happen.
All right, so like one thing that would be fun to me on 2K20 is if I mean on 2K22, I don't know how they would do it, and they probably can't do it. Yeah, they probably can because it's like they got a contract with TNT. But it would be really entertaining if the game had like Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless as your what you call it
He would just be hating
in the
on Bron the whole
campaign.
time.
Yeah, in the storyline instead of it always being they go to Shaq and Kenny for the inside the NBA after the game. It would be fun if instead of you always going to the press conference, they show like the TV shows talking about you during the week.
Yeah.
That
I
would
did
be
miss the
balling.
press conference and stuff in part 2 in 20 and 21. That was the mistake right there, not having the remember we used to rank up
Yeah, that's how you rank up.
doing
Yeah.
interviews and stuff.
Have y'all noticed that Charles Barkley ain't on the game?
Mm-hmm.
Was he on 20?
Nah, he not on none of them.
Hold on, he had a reason though. Didn't he
Yeah,
say
he got
something like he would never do a video game for some reason?
I forgot the
They don't
reason.
pay him though.
Oh yeah, I think it was something they tried to pay him, and he was like, "I never let them pay me when I guess because they weren't trying to pay all the NBA players they was paying him, so he said he wouldn't do it, something like that." It's a video.
I remember he's not on there by choice, but the rest of them on there. But I get that you ain't gonna have too many big changes in 2K20 on PlayStation 4, and y'all know I love PlayStation 4. I don't got no reason to want to go to PlayStation 5. That's what me and Leo was talking about. Like, it may be a while before we get a PlayStation 5, but PlayStation 5 can make a lot of these changes that will make the game fun. But I know for a fact, if they make another game where everybody's shooting fadeaways, a lot of people are gonna lose faith in 2K. Because we get that they do us bad because we on what's it called, current gen. But when they go to PlayStation 5 and they still not actually fixing the game from year to year, NBA Live gonna have the door open to win all these basketball game players over.
Nah, not NBA Live. NBA Live. I don't know if you played the NBA Live.
I haven't.
Yeah, NBA. If 2K dropped the ball, people just not gonna play basketball. People just not gonna play.
They got to win the NBA over too, though, right?
Yep.
It's a lot of politics.
They gonna go back to Warzone.
Yeah.
That's all. Everybody just gonna go back to Warzone.
I thought Live was making a comeback.
I don't know if it's making a comeback. I know it's tried to make several comebacks, but I don't know what it's doing. You don't really even look and check up on
They said that shit was ass.
Well, I know the last time I was playing Live had got to be too live. Like it was
Too
making it
real.
hard for you to kick the ball in.
It was too real. Too realistic.
It was too realistic.
Yeah.
It wasn't NBA Jam
Yeah.
where it was fun to play.
Yeah. And that's what I was about to say.
That's what 2K give you.
Yeah.
2K give you NBA Jam, but now you can't play NBA Jam because you can't go into the hole and dunk on everybody like you would like.
I ain't gonna speak on that because I know I got dunked on more than my share in 2K21 current gen. I got dunked on to the point where it wasn't even realistic. It wasn't fun. It wasn't realistic, and I felt like my red pie chart didn't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter, right?
It don't matter at all.
Yeah.
So what charts do matter then?
The only pie chart in that game that really to me works is a blue pie chart. That is the one pie chart I will not deny works on current gen. The rest of them, they be having so many off nights, like maybe the yellow pie chart. But if I pass to somebody wide open and they miss, even if they green, I'm gonna blame that on my yellow pie chart too, because Dimer didn't do nothing for that wide open shooter. So the only pie chart that I say works, you guarantee to get your money worth, is a blue one.
All right, well, let me ask you this, Shredder. So you saying somebody,
blue point guard?
how do you feel about somebody being open? You feel like they should make it?
You know how you shoot free throws on this game and you make all of them? If you green, you make all of them. I feel like you might as well make all your threes. Yes, all of them. Yeah, even though that don't seem like a fun game, I feel like you should make all your open 3-pointers. If your 3-pointer is over an 85, you should make all of them. Now, what that'll do is make you have to be accountable for guarding your man. It don't mean that you're just gonna make all your shots. It just means that this man has a green pie chart. We have to guard him. That makes the game funner. But how is the game? I don't think the game is fun when you got a green pie chart and the man possibly a miss, and we not even guarding the green pie charts. So yeah.
Yeah, but that would make the game more fun. It's like, cause like on NBA Live, if you get close to shooting right, it don't matter if you fading, if you drifting, if it's a turnaround. If you get even close to the bar where it's supposed to be, they gonna make the shot.
Yeah.
So if you put that in 2K, ain't nobody gonna want to play because it's like this man open, he ain't releasing the shot right, but he still finna make it. Like it would be like if you was playing a fighting game and you didn't know the combo, but just button mash made you do a perfect combo.
So, Jamal, what's gonna make
you
you
know what
buy
I'm saying?
2K22?
That would make somebody not want to play the fighting game. You know what I'm saying? Like if we was playing Mortal Kombat and I'm playing against somebody, all he got to do is tap square a whole bunch of time. He doing the same combo as me, even if I put my inputs in, right? I don't want to play this. That's like giving him something he ain't work to do. That's what I'm saying. You got to actually practice to release your shot right. You know what I'm saying? If they put it in there, oh, he open, he gonna make it. That's like, okay, he open, but if that's like real life, just because somebody open don't mean they gonna make it.
Well, let me.
You seen Steph Curry miss wide open shots consecutively. Like it just happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this: when you say a man wide open making his shots, are we talking about a green pie chart 90 or above 3-point shooting?
Yeah, I'm talking about 90. I don't care. Your 3-pointer is 99. If you don't release that shot right, or even close to being right, you shouldn't make it. Even if you release it close to being right, if it's not perfect, you should have a chance to miss. Now,
Yeah,
I will say this, 2K21 did drop the ball on making it a little too difficult to green when you got a high shooting range. Because I remember on 20, you didn't have to shoot as perfect to green, but at the same time, we would come across people that would be greening from half court just because they knew they shot so well. So I can understand why they increased the difficulty, but and for casual players like us, come on, man, y'all tripping. That's too much.
Okay, I say you leave them making all their shots open. If they got a green pie chart, this is my compromise. I say they still make all their open shots, but you make Intimidator actually guard them farther out. Meaning the radius of Intimidator, I don't have to be as close to you to make that shot a contested shot. Now it actually determines what counts as an open shot. But I can't give them too much Intimidator because I don't want to have people, what do they call it, leaning off, or whatever, however they call it, and still being able to guard a shooter. So the balance still has to be, this person needs to be a threat where you have to guard them. Because them shooting anything less than 70%, you got another game that's not fun. So they need to be shooting at least 80% or better wide open. So I give you a 20% room for error. But they don't need to be shooting 3 for 5 every game in the park. You know what I mean? The game's still flawed at that point. They need to be shooting 5 for 5 most of the time, and everybody have an off day on the game. Maybe on an off day on the game, they shoot 3 for 5. But they need to be money in the bank wide open.
Okay, see, you know what? I always wondered this, but now you speaking the way you speaking lets me know why 2K added the real field goal percentage. And this is like if you play offline, you can change the settings that your shot release don't matter. It's just it goes specifically on numbers, meaning that person or that player's real life field goal percentage.
Yeah.
So if he has a high 3-point and he's open, there's a chance he gonna make it. It don't matter how you release the shot. But at the same time, when you talking online, you can't make it so if he open, he gonna make this shot 95% of the time just because of the simple fact he open. Because it's like me, I done learned my jump shot, but you telling me somebody just gonna jump on 2K and be equal to me just because they got a high shooting rating?
Yeah.
Why? Like, why is that right? Like, what if my 3-pointer is 75 and we have the exact same shot release? I know my shot release perfectly. He doesn't, but just the simple fact of him being open with a 95 3 ball, you saying he should make it.
Yeah.
Even though I know this man is trash and cannot shoot, you saying he still should make the
He
shot.
should make it. He should make it. And this is why. If this man in the creator bill, if he gave up everything for an all green pie chart, he better be good at that. And that's even for a gamer that's not that good at video games. He still needs to be able to shoot. Because the reasonable gamer, the average gamer, ain't good. And they are going to fold under pressure. They are going to, shoot contested shots. They need to make a few of those because guess what? They picked the all green pie chart. Now, in your example, somebody with a 75, he split it. He got something else as a give and take. So he's good at other stuff. He needs to be a better gamer to shoot those, which is what you're talking about. He needs to know his timing because he's good at defense to go with that. But somebody that's a straight green pie chart, they need to be making everything. They not finna block you on defense. They not finna be bringing the ball down the court. They not finna dunk. What else can they do? Let them make their shots.
Okay, let's switch it. Let's switch it.
They still gotta learn their shot.
All right, if you're gonna take that logic on green, you gotta take that same logic on everything else. You can't just say that logic just to shoot.
Yeah.
So that means, so what in that? If you're using that logic, so let's say somebody do all yellow. So you saying somebody with all yellow don't gotta know dribble moves just because they all yellow. When I try to guard them, they should make me fall if my defense not high.
No.
I'm saying, what's the difference? You saying take away the skill. You're saying just because they picked that, they should be able to break my ankles just because they got a character with a high dribble rate or high playmaking rate. That's that. Like if you saying with shooting, he should be able to make a wide open shot just because he's green. You also saying you can't take away from these other guys that go all yellow.
Yeah.
Okay, his dribbling is 99. Because his dribbling is 99, he doesn't have to learn dribble moves. He should make me fall or at least break me down just because he has a high dribble rate.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're saying, or you also saying
what Eric's saying is take away the grind and just make sure that as soon as you step out there, you can do what you're supposed to be able to do.
That's what I'm saying. So you saying, okay, well, if somebody passing is 95,
take away the grind from getting there.
They should pass it through anybody because his pass is 95. He don't gotta make good passes. Just pass the ball. His pass rate high.
I'm not saying that.
But what I'm telling you is, you're saying just because this guy has this rating, he should be able to do this based on a rating.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, you cannot just do that for one facet of the game. That means whatever. If somebody's dunk is 98, he should dunk on somebody whose block is 89. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't say, okay, he should be able to do this.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Okay, so how would you do it? So how would you handle somebody whose dunk is 95? If somebody's dunk is 95, when they step out there, how should that be handled? Are you saying they should dunk on anybody whose block is less than 95?
No.
Like what are you saying? So how does that work?
I'll do dunks first and then I'll go back to yellow because yellow was your example at first. But on dunk being a 95, all dunks being a 95 means is when they have a wide open dunk, they're capable of doing a harder dunk. So all these ridiculous park dunks and these windmills and stuff, they can do flashy dunks. That's anything, in my opinion, over 80 is strictly for you and styling. All right, they should not make them dunk on people.
Okay,
you talk about it. Wait.
Let me kill it right there. Let me kill it. So you saying that's for styling. If you saying that's for styling, then why is it that you have to have at least an 85 dunk to get contact dunks? And that's dunking on somebody.
No.
Not only is the high dunk rating is for styling, it's also for contact dunks.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm telling you. So if my dunk is 95 and I go over to the rim on somebody whose block is, let's say, 94, should I be able to dunk on him because my dunk rating is higher than his block rating? Because on your logic of shooting, you're saying they shooting rating high, they should make open shots. I said no, they should be able to have the skill to dunk on. I mean, they should have the skill to make an open shot based on their release. So I'm telling you, if I got a character who dunks 95, should I be able to dunk on anybody whose block is less than 95?
You opened the door for me to get out of your own argument. Um, when I talked about the shooting, I I nerfed the shooting myself by saying that you still can shoot contested shots and you'll miss. A dunk is just the same. I'm not saying that because they pick an all blue pie chart and they have a 95 dunk, they should be able to dunk on people. They should be able to dunk flashy when they're on a fast break. But when it comes to dunking on somebody, well, it's going to be a contested dunk. And depending on their defense, you might get blocked. You might miss the dunk. You might get hung. Whatever it, takes to make it a realistic contest. Now, going back to the yellow.
Now you want to go back to realistic. Well,
That's how I said with the green. That's how I said with the green.
Realistically, the best shooters in the game don't shoot over 48% threes, open or unopened in an actual live game. That's like the best shooting percentage is 48% from 3-pointers.
I want to just have
You're telling me that they should shoot at least 80% open, and I'm telling you, nobody real life game time has ever done that.
I'm not telling, but here's the problem. In your argument, here's the problem. I'm all fine with the game cheating itself, but when it comes to two humans, the game should not cheat one human. My red should defend your blue. In this open shot scenario, I'm not hurting nobody by letting all their shots go in. But when you got somebody trying to dunk, then if you let this all blue pie chart dunk on this red pie chart, then your game has decided the blue pie chart is more important than the red pie chart. That's a problem. And that goes back to me. I was going to tell you that I was going to defend this yellow. The problem with your scenario in the yellow pie chart is you should not be able to shake people just because you have a yellow pie chart. You shouldn't be able to pass bad passes and they go through just because you have a yellow pie chart. It's still some decision making you got to do. And with the decision making, the problem is with the decision making, you have the authority over your own player to fail. So you can still, I like that you can dribble into somebody and drop the ball. I like that you can get the ball taken from you. In 2K21, you couldn't hardly rob a guard. But that should be possible. Even if they have a 95, if they're dribbling wild, they should be able to get the ball stolen from them. I'm not taking away all the negatives just because you have this. I'm just saying that it's still reasonable that the game should still cater to average players.
Well, I'm going to speak from experience here. My all blue, it don't always win out on everybody's all red.
And it shouldn't, yeah. I'm agreeing with that.
It don't always beat everybody's blue and red.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with that.
Some people be down there with all blue.
Yeah,
I be getting stopped sometimes.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with that. I'm agreeing that the game should.
The reason why the I feel like the reason why the blue went to what it is because it was so hard for people to shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this.
I think a lot of people just went to slashing.
Okay, so yeah. Let me get this. I'm on your shooting. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question.
The speed glitching really they help everything. It's the speed glitching really.
So how do shooters? Let's go back. Let's take it to real life because 2K is based into simulation. They trying to get it as close to be realistic as possible.
Okay.
So, how do shooters in real life get good at shooting? You would say repetition, right? Repetition, shooting a bunch, getting good at it. Repetition, practice, correct?
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So why is it that somebody that wants to play a game can go and put up a number, and instead of going into the game, learning that shot, practicing, repetition, okay, now I can shoot. You're saying just because they have a high rating, they shouldn't have to practice, just get on the game and make shots. Like that's the logic you're taking. Like you don't have to practice.
Yeah.
Just go put this rating up high, and you're gonna make your shots.
Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say that's the scenario. So if you're gonna say they should make 80% of their shots wide open, never having to run learn the release, I'm gonna say if they never learn their release, they should never make a shot that's closed out on. Never, unless
I
they
agree
shoot
with
it
that.
perfect.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That
definitely,
mean so that
definitely.
mean if you got any type of contest, you should not never make a shot unless it's a green.
I agree.
If you gonna make it open,
I agree.
but at the same time, what that's gonna do is nobody ever make a shot because technically, when you run out there closing out, technically closing out is technically contesting somewhat.
Yeah.
So if I say if it's 1% and you don't green it, you don't make it because you can't have it saying you ain't gotta learn your release, just make the shot. But then turn around and say, well, you still should make some shots.
I
That's
never said
contested.
what you said. I said that with Intimidator, they should miss shots. That's how I balanced it.
But do you okay? But okay, if somebody releases a shot perfect, do you think they should miss it even if they contest it?
I actually like that the shot changes, right? So they can't release it perfect.
I'm saying even if I done released the shot perfect on one of them contested fades, you can. It's just hard to. I'm saying so. I'm saying like let's say because if you close out, you can close out good, and sometimes they don't fade. Like a 40-50%, sometimes they don't fade. It's
Yeah.
just a contested shot. If they shoot those perfect, I personally think if I contest you, I don't care how perfect you shoot it. Sometimes your ass needs to miss because that's just part of the game.
I
Ain't no
agree
way
with
you're
that.
supposed.
I agree with that.
But like I'm saying, if you want them to release it good when they being contested, why they don't need to release it good when they open? You still need to know your shot release because the best shooters in the world, if they don't release the shot right, they still gonna miss open or not.
But
So learn your release.
they sacrificed everything. It's still a video game. You can't make it so realistic that it takes the fun out. That's the problem we got right now. We're shooting 40%. So you can't make it so realistic that the game is not fun. That's why people are cheating.
It sound like you just mad because you can't shoot.
I'm telling you why people don't like the game. They have to pay to
I shoot.
that
I
game.
make
That
shots.
game. That game is
Eric
a.
make shots. Everybody else make shots. You can't make shots. So now you want everybody to make shots.
He
You
do
can't
be
make
making
shots.
his shot.
That game is a pay to
When he play
play.
with his all green. He be making
Nah,
his
he
shot.
be missing too.
I be
He
missing.
too.
I give you this. I give you this for this argument. I be missing, but that game is a pay to
I'm
play
like,
game.
why
So
is
you
the game
saying
so
okay
bad
on
from-
2K20 you didn't miss.
No, I didn't
You would
miss.
have never made this argument on 2K20 because
I didn't miss.
when you was open in 2K20, you were green shots.
Yeah,
Correct? Okay. You would not make this argument for 2K20 on other people that was not making shots because you were able to green your shots in a consistent manner.
exactly.
Okay. So
That's all I expect out of all
if
greens.
you want to make that argument on
I don't expect to
2K20,
make
why you
everything.
make that
That's
now
what I'm saying.
because you can't shoot?
No, I'm making this argument because the average gamer can't.
Okay, we don't care about the average.
Yes,
gamer.
we do.
I want to be able to go in the park
That's-
and mollywop the average 2K player.
That's not fun, bro. That's not
It's
fun.
fun for me because when I come across the guys that's super good, they gonna shoot greens in my face. So
That-
I want to be able to mollywop.
At that point, at that point, it will be fun when you play people on your level. But when you play people that you're better than, the game is not fun.
Oh man, it is so much fun tasting people tears when you whooping them and they can't do nothing about it. I love it. I don't know, like that's all the games. Like I don't know about y'all, but when I'm whooping somebody, it's fun. No matter what game it is, 2K, man. I just whooped Smooth and Mad, and I sent y'all a screenshot. Did y'all see
Oh,
it?
that's what that was. I saw it, but I didn't know what it was.
Smooth and Mad.
Leo, it looked like you ready to talk about this terrible movie I watched this weekend, Suicide Squad.
I didn't think it was that bad.
It was that
I thought
bad.
it was bad, but I didn't think it was that bad.
How bad on
I
a
think
scale
they
of
did a
1 to
bad
10?
job. I think they did a bad job promoting it.
Suicide Squad.
I think it was.
Suicide
I think it was
Squad.
supposed to be a good bad movie. Like the intention was to make a bad movie.
Why y'all hating on Suicide Squad? That was a good movie.
I'm not hating on it. I'm
That
telling
was
you,
a
the
good movie.
intention was to make a bad good movie.
Okay, what part was good?
They said it was trying to do it like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, they definitely was trying to do that.
The movie-
But Guardians of the Galaxy was supposed to be a good bad movie as well.
Which the second one, I don't think was that good.
You didn't like the
No,
second
one
Guardian of the
wasn't that
Galaxy?
good. Second one wasn't that good.
Wait.
Hold on,
Y'all talking about the second
jumping
Suicide
off,
Squad. Y'all gotta be talking about the
jumping
second
off
Suicide
topic,
Squad.
though. We're jumping off the topic though. All right, Suicide Squad. All right, I thought it was overly silly, and what is it? But the overly silly made it a fun movie because you couldn't take it seriously. Okay, so since you couldn't take the movie seriously, I think the only thing he was really missing was Will Smith. But Will Smith would have took the movie seriously.
That was a problem too. They instead of having Will Smith Deadshot, they
But
made
Will
the
Smith don't
same
want to come back
character.
though, because Will Smith,
He probably read the
his wife would have
script.
been doing the what you call him again. His wife would have been doing entanglements again.
He probably read the script.
Like I'm saying, the lady that's the Gwen person or whatever, that's who Will Smith was doing the entanglements with.
Gwen.
His own entanglements.
Leo done took this in a whole different
I don't know
direction.
what he talking about. Gwen who? Gwen Stefani. That's what I think when I hear Gwen.
I know, but Harley Quinn.
Oh, Harley Quinn.
That actress is the one that Will Smith was supposedly in the relationship with.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, so ain't no way in the hell he was gonna come back and get in more trouble with that. So that's why he ain't come back.
So I took it that he read the script.
Will Smith was dearly missed, but I did like the new character dude, because he just kept pulling stuff off of his body. That was pretty balling.
Yeah, that was balling.
Y'all like that? Y'all like that,
What
huh?
was his name?
Bloodsport.
His name was Bloodsport. I wish we knew his name. I wish we knew
His name was Deadshot. That's what his name was. He just got.
That was not dead.
They took him back into the production team and said, "What else can y'all do? Because Will Smith not coming back." He read the script, y'all. He read it.
I think what is it called? John Cena. I wish they would have did that. Dun, dun, dun.
That would have made the movie better.
That would have made the movie a lot better.
His fight scene looked like an actual WWE match. That's how bad it was. The punches were just as fake as wrestling. It was just a terrible scene. What is it?
I like the little bullet.
That was terrible. I'm gonna tell you what made me the maddest. When Bloodsport fell through that building, and each floor he never fell. You know, like the floor kept falling and he just kept landing perfectly. That made me mad. Each time he fell, I got madder and madder until he fell right in front of John Cena. And then it was like 8 minutes. You know, they did the 8 minutes earlier, and it all made sense.
I like the bad movies. It's intended to be a bad movie on that part.
You remember Top Gun? Do you remember Top Gun with a girl?
You know they did the same thing with the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey movie. Her movie was a bad movie.
You're
so
right.
It must be the same. It must be the same the same director.
It's almost like DC makes bad movies, huh? Just
they intentionally do it. They make bad movies good.
Leo, you've been around since the 80s, probably even before the 80s. Do you remember Top Gun?
I remember Top Gun.
Do you remember you?
DC movie?
No. I'm finna cheat. I'm finna cheat.
Top Gun is with Tom Cruise, though. You know that, right?
I'm finna cheat. Do you remember Charlie Sheen made a knockoff of Top Gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hot Shots.
Hot Shots.
All right, perfect.
Hot Shots Part 2.
You remember the girl that kept moving her mole around?
I think so.
All right. Well, she's not even important. No way. Okay, in that movie, he was dating her, and he was dating the girl that was the main.
She was supposed to be Cindy Crawford or something in the movie.
Yeah, but like not her. It was a girl that he dumped that girl for. That's the girl that led the army that took over Costa Rica, whatever the name of that country was. Did you recognize her? You didn't recognize her. Okay, well. That's the same woman. That's the same woman from Deadshot. I mean, from not Deadshot, from Hot Shots. That's the same chick. She just older.
She must be real old.
Well, she was still young enough to. I recognized her.
And what movie?
Hot Shots. All right. That's why I said
movie,
Top Gun is the real movie, but Hot Shot is the knockoff where they make fun of Top Gun. Okay. He was
I hope you have visual aids for this. We're gonna need them.
Let's see, can I pull it off? Let's see if y'all remember this girl.
No, you can just edit the visual aids in. I'm gonna just agree or not.
I like that.
Now, what is it? All right, it started off. I like how it started off. I'm not gonna hit people with spoilers and say everybody died, but hey,
It was bad.
I like the way it started off, and I like the way it ended.
All right, look, I'm finna.
Hey, I like that DC knew that it was gonna be a bad movie
Yeah.
because DC was they did the Starfish things and the Snyder cut. Okay,
Oh, you ain't saw that creature before?
yeah, I seen the creature in the cartoon. You don't remember
Oh,
the
that's not
stars?
made up.
It's not made up.
Okay.
The big giant one is what we didn't see, but in the cartoon, the stars actually took control of Superman.
Oh. I sat there the whole movie wondering what was I
Yeah,
missing something.
if you just and I hate to say this, your age might be getting to you
Let's
because
go. Let's go.
that was in like the Justice League cartoon.
I was in the Justice League cartoon.
The Starfish was in the Justice League cartoon.
I didn't watch the Justice League cartoon.
You should have. It was pretty good.
I remember the aliens attacking.
Now the damn shark. I didn't know where the hell the shark was from.
Yeah, I didn't know.
The shark was supposed to be the alligator in Suicide 1, but they couldn't get the rights for him. He was supposed to be the Croc, so they threw him in this one instead.
Yeah.
And the other was the last DCU thing or whatever. They had Croc in there again, and he had the green teeth. Thought that was pretty balling. Those boss.
Okay, so wait a minute. All right, well, let me get a rating.
A lot of little hidden gems. So, like when people be shooting it down or whatever, I was like, it's a good movie. You just have to know the gems to it, you know?
All right, well, what did you think about when they was attacking? And this is what really reminded me of Hot Shot. And that's probably why they got that woman.
It was a silly movie.
You remember when they was attacking?
Attacking you?
Yeah.
Not in water? Come on now. They were defying gravity, floating down ever so lightly.
Yeah. But what about when they were attacking, and no matter how much noise they were making, the next person didn't see it coming? You remember when they first showed the team that Bloodsport was on attacking? Mm-hmm. Everybody they killed, nobody was paying attention. You don't remember that? Like they would kill a group of people, and then the next people be sitting there playing cards, and they kill them, and then the next people would be sitting there.
Yeah, you saying that the noise should have been. They should have been hearing the gunfire off in the distance.
And then when they met Flag, that was the guy they was there to save. He was like, "Where's the welcoming team? Why didn't they invite you in?" And he was like, "Oh, what welcoming team? We didn't see nobody. It was a whole war outside, and they didn't see it. They didn't hear it."
Maybe the island was just that big.
Leo, that's bad writing. The movie was bad.
Eric, that's all they do in DC though.
They do good animated movies and turn around and give us that. Wonder Woman 84, that was a terrible movie.
Well, you know what the problem is with what's it called? They only could do so much in the action scenes to carry the movie. In the animated stuff, they can just draw it in. Yeah. So that's why they be doing stuff like that. Wonder Woman was a stupid movie, but again, I felt like it was better than the first one, and I thought the first one was good because I couldn't remember none of the fighting scenes in part one.
I couldn't remember it either.
Part one had no fighting scenes. It was just straight love the whole way through the damn movie. She bust up the Germans in that one thing when he was trying to fly off, but they had more fight scenes in part two, and part two was supposed to be homage to the 80s. So everybody here gotta love the 80s. All right.
So in that
the bad movies that
I like the 80s.
The intention. I think it's all about intention. They was intending to make bad movies like that. Wonder Woman in the 80s or whatever she was, 84 or whatever. they was paying homage to the original Wonder Woman in that, because all of the '80s shit used to be real cheesy, because the real cheesy stuff that they had, because they have no kind of like what is it, visual effects.
Yeah.
So all they stunts, Wonder Woman used to have to do spin around, then they would edit her in there to change clothes.
Yeah.
All right, we would have been real mad if she would have did that, right?
Yeah. Well, all I got to say is Birds of Prey. That's a 0. That's an L.
0.
Suicide Squad is an L. Wonder Woman 84 is an L.
Birds of
Zack
Prey
Snyder cut is the biggest 4-hour L that I took, because I sat there and watched the Zack Snyder Justice League cut. That was a big L because I took that one watching 4 hours of a movie I'd already saw before. So right now I would say they shooting 0 for 4.
If you go back and watch it, you'll like it better.
It's a better version of a bad movie. I would agree.
I think it's a longer version of that, because you know what? Every time
it's a bad movie
was on it, I'll be like, dang, that Aquaman scenes was so. Whenever they're doing that scene and he's walking into the water or whatever.
Oh god.
The Flash was the worst Flash ever. That Batman, I don't even started.
He pretty bad, but I thought they had him as a young version of himself.
No, I'm just saying he's not funny. He wasn't, you know what I mean? Like when you think Flash, he's the comic relief, but they turned Batman into the comic relief.
They was like, we got to do something with Batman, because that him talking the whole time as Batman was not working. Where's Martha?
Man, Ben Affleck was a terrible Batman. I didn't have no problem with Superman.
The dude's gonna be even worse though.
Huh?
The dude from Twilight's gonna be worse.
Oh yeah, no, he can't be no worse than. No, that dude don't got no. That dude, he actually
make him Batman Beyond. Okay, if they make him Batman Beyond,
Batman Beyond, that'll be dope.
He could do that, but he can't be no.
Man, that dude
Batman.
That dude probably an old man now.
He's still skinny.
He might not be. That dude,
he ain't gonna be Batman.
That dude likely. Okay, what I'm getting at is he probably would have made for a great Terry McGinnis 10 years ago, but now he needs to be Bruce Wayne.
One, because I don't think anybody seen him in the dark. I think he gets beat up regularly.
He probably do get beat up.
By women.
He probably do get beat up, but at the same time, like with Batman, are y'all saying that he will be Terry McGinnis, or y'all saying he would make
He would make a good. I think he's supposed to be Batman, but I think he's gonna be Terry McGinnis in there. I mean, no, he would make a good
Terry McGinnis, but he's
just gonna be Batman.
Yeah, he's too. All right, okay, that's okay. So I'm on the right page. I believe he's too old to be Terry McGinnis. If you're gonna do Terry McGinnis, that dude needs to be high school, college age.
They can shave him. He'll be all right. They shave him.
Man, that dude gonna look like a grown man, and it's gonna be like how you watch movies in the 80s and they had 30-year-old kids in high school.
You can't take the softness off of him. He was like a soft vampire, right?
No, he's perfect. Okay, Bruce Wayne always moping around and sad and depressed, Jamal.
No, Bruce Wayne is not walking around sad depressed.
He did a good job being depressed.
Is acting like a regular person out there.
He be walking around. Okay, yeah, when he's Bruce Wayne, fair enough.
Every time you see Bruce Wayne, he has a pretty woman with him somewhere.
Fair enough. When he's Bruce Wayne, you're right. He's not depressed, but Batman is. So he still will make for a perfect Batman because he did the depressed thing
he don't look like
in Twilight.
He can fight. Who's he fighting?
Man, if you tell me Ben Affleck look like he can fight. Ben
Affleck made for a good old Batman.
Ben Affleck was Daredevil. Yeah, he can fight. Stop hating.
Ben Affleck. Okay, listen, y'all. George Clooney was about to go down as the worst Batman until Ben Affleck saved him.
Nah, George Clooney is the worst Batman.
No.
Ben Affleck was fighting on a seesaw, man. You ever seen anybody else fight on a seesaw? Have you ever in your life seen anybody else fight on a seesaw?
The only thing that's really bad about Ben Affleck is him talking the whole time.
You actually wanted Batman to shut up. Shut up, Batman. That's what they.
Look the part.
Wonder
Now that
Woman.
costume was terrible. I give him the costume.
No,
was
the
terrible.
costume was right. The costume was right. The
Terrible.
costume was right on point. It's supposed to have the short ears and everything. He was old man Batman. They set him in there so he could be he met Clark later on in life. Not when he's middle age. Oh, he's a few years after being Batman.
He wasn't respectable, Bruce Wayne. He was, please disrespect
No,
me,
he
Bruce
was.
Wayne.
He was. You know what? He was the Bruce Wayne that was like, you know what? I'm gonna use this gun because it works.
I actually have something that I can give you. At the end of that Zack Snyder cut, that little segment of whatever that movie would have been, that would have been a good movie. Where Joker was
Look.
handcuffed.
This is what they was trying to do with Ben Affleck. Okay.
I'm Batman.
That's what they was trying to do with Batman.
Oh, the dad, yeah. Look, hey Jamal,
That's
look
what
what
they
he
were-
watching. He watching Flashpoint. Flashpoint Paradox.
So that's what they were trying to do.
No, they didn't do a good job. Ben Affleck can't be taken serious. They didn't do good.
Ben Affleck was only a little bit of the problem.
It was
All right.
Yeah.
What about just the Superman then? I like the new Superman better than the other dude.
All right, so I don't have a problem with Superman. I don't have a problem with Aquaman, even though Aquaman was bad. But
Aquaman was very bad, but
given
we live with it.
We can live with it. All right, so
because we knew it was supposed to be dark.
Yeah.
So the best way they could make it dark, we need to do with dark hair.
I'll tell you what's bad. I'll tell you what's good, and then I'll tell you what's bad.
Cyborg was pretty on point. I think.
I give you Cyborg. Superman was good. Wonder Woman was good, and I give you Cyborg is good. But bad is Bruce. Batman is bad.
Let me say it. Lex Luthor.
That's what. Yes, Lex Luthor, Flash. What's her name? Lois Lane.
Lois Lane was ugly.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The truth is the truth. They say it, she'll set you free. Lois Lane, Lex
She should have
Luthor.
had black hair. Why did they give her red hair? She should have had black hair.
Lex Luthor had red hair.
Ugly.
Lex Luthor.
No. Lex Luthor actually lost his hair dealing with Superman.
Yeah.
He got cancer trying to build, his stuff for Superman, and he lost his hair. So that makes sense. I like the end scene where he's on the boat, with what is it, Deathstroke or whatever.
Yeah.
I like that part.
Deathstroke
So,
being in it.
but the problem is we ain't getting no more of that. They failing so hard.
So wait, Deathstroke is in one of the movies.
Oh, the movie you didn't want to watch, the 4-hour long one. You had another 30 minutes to watch.
That makes sense.
You
That
watch
makes sense.
after the credits. After the credits, watch the credit scene, man.
Oh, he's in the credits.
The
All
credits
right.
go for a whole nother 30 minutes.
I'll rewatch it. I'll rewatch it for Deathstroke.
He in it twice
Yeah.
because they got one scene. They got one scene where he got his mask on.
Yeah.
I think that's the earlier version, and then he got a second scene where he has his mask off.
Okay. I might have saw it and just forgot.
You gotta watch both of them. You gotta
Yeah.
you gotta watch 7 hours of your life.
Gotta keep it up.
I can't watch both of them. I can't watch both of them. And knowing that I'm only getting a better Steppenwolf in the dark side, it ain't even worth it.
No, so it's time for bed. Okay, go get in the bed with Dirk. Okay?
I didn't like the new Steppenwolf.
You didn't like the new one?
He didn't look like nothing like the real version of Steppenwolf. And the real version looked like Steppenwolf. I think the second version was scarier.
Yeah, and that's probably why I liked them.
He was definitely scarier. I could see him beating up on everybody.
You seen Steppenwolf before? They didn't make that character up.
They made that character up.
Yeah, you right. That don't look like. Yeah, you right.
Nothing like.
Yeah, you right. Dang, Leo, you spot on. You are spot on. The first one does look more like the comic book character. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So why would they do that? They just made him like a scary creature. They were
He
like, let's make.
evolved.
You know what? I don't think he's scary enough. Let's just make a
You
new person and call him Steppenwolf.
you right. How about that? The first one actually looked better. All right, I would not. I mean, the first one to me was boring, and the second one looked better because he was scarier. But going on the comic books, the first one was right. So you're right.
Yeah. Now it was balling when he took those
Yeah.
arrows to the chest and broke them with his chest.
Yeah.
That was tight. You know.
All right. Still a bad movie.
It was balling that
No, he go.
You know what? I think Wonder Woman could be meaner. I don't think she was mean enough.
Yeah, I could agree with that. She wasn't. She was unrealistically naive.
She was meaner than the original Wonder Woman, but the cartoon Wonder Woman is so good and mean.
Yeah.
She is an Amazon.
Yeah.
That lady was just a museum curator.
And I'm trying to think. Okay, the Zack Snyder cut, Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey was just terrible. Suicide Squad was terrible. And Wonder
wasn't that
Woman
bad.
was terrible. I think DC should give up.
No, Wonder Woman wasn't that bad.
Wonder Woman was terrible. It was terrible.
Wonder Woman was a good movie, but it wasn't. It had no fighting in it though.
Yeah, because it was bad. And nothing could have saved it because it was so bad.
Man,
That
y'all hated it because it was like Dragon Ball Z, but I think Superman should be running around like Dragon Ball Z.
I can't name one DC movie that I like, but if I had to just pick one, I would say that first Wonder Woman movie. The rest of them are awful.
No, that's a bad one itself.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I won't deny that.
Batman versus Superman is a good movie.
God, that was bad. Okay, carry on.
The only reason it was bad is because it was so much Martha in it the whole time.
And come to find out, both of them parents named Martha. Nothing made me madder than that.
But just to see Superman fight Doomsday,
Must have been forgetting Martha Clark. How about that?
oh, you know what? The Justice League 2 or whatever came out, or whatever the Justice League movie was, when Superman came back to life and the Flash was going so fast and he's just tripping and Superman was just eyeballing him the whole
He
time.
broke his leg.
That was the best part of the movie.
Wait, which movie? Oh, yeah, you talking about, yeah. Okay,
Then when
yeah.
Superman came back and he didn't know who the hell he was, when he
Yeah,
resurrected
he
him,
came back evil, yeah.
that was the best part of the movie. Him beating up
I
on
agree
him.
with that. That part was hype. And I had already made my mind that I hated the movie. When I saw that, I liked it. But Flash was unreasonably stupid.
Like the Flash is a clumsy Flash. I was just watching the Flash movies here. If you think about it, the Flash should never get hit by anything,
He shouldn't, unless he's unreasonably stupid.
which happens to be the perfect character.
Yeah, it does. Oh my goodness, he's so stupid. He's dumb.
And he's supposed to be in super fast. I mean, you would think he would have a better drive behind him.
Yeah.
Like I've been watching a lot of Flashpoint stuff and like what the Flash powers are or the Flash forces are,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, when the Flash be fighting other Flashes or whatever, and they be siphoning off of each other's speed force or whatever.
Yeah.
That's hard to kind of fathom.
Is
That
Zoom and the Reverse Flash the same character?
You know what's the messed up part?
What?
If you watch the series sitcom or whatever,
They not.
they are and they not.
Well, you know, I just looked it up since asking it was pointless because I can look it up and it says they are. It says Professor Eobard Zoom Thone, also known as Reverse Flash. So apparently they are the same character. Wait, but then it says Reverse Flash is faster than Zoom. Wow, this is so stupid.
Mm.
Yeah. All right, Leo. Are we through hating on DC? Should we call it an episode? You got anything else?
I
Any
don't
more
know.
hate you want to give? Cause I'm only giving out hate. I ain't got nothing positive to say about DC.
I think they got darker, better movies
Hey,
than old lighthearted Marvel movies.
I give you one movie. DC used to make good movies because I like all the Michael Keaton Batman movies, but I give you one decent DC movie. Swamp Thing. And I'll tell you something else, Leo. When I was looking at HBO Max, y'all, if y'all want to see any of these movies we talking about, they on HBO Max. When Shaq played Steel, I didn't know that he was doing the same. He was doing the Steel that's from the DC comics.
Yeah, Shaq did a horrible job.
I'm
They
about
did a
to.
horrible job back then because they put him on a motorcycle.
I'm gonna watch
They
that.
made it realistic.
Yeah.
They made it realistic.
John Henry Irons. I'm gonna watch that
But
movie.
they didn't do any justice with it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like, man, I've been watching nothing but DC movies. Superman Red Son. That movie was terrible.
It was alright.
Fair enough. Because I called all these other movies terrible, so I might as well get this one alright. It was alright.
It was alright. It just give you a different Superman. It give you the what if Superman.
Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't hate on it. It was a what if.
The
On a positive note, Flashpoint was amazing. Y'all want to see a good movie? If y'all want to see a good movie, talk to the audience because y'all already seen it. Oh, D, you might want to see it. Well, if you ever want to get into DC movies,
I just had it playing.
Justice League Flashpoint Paradox is actually a good movie, but it's an animated movie. And they do got some real good animated movies, but their live action movies are terrible. Ain't no question about it. They need better. They need to stop trying to copy Marvel and just go on their own route. They do a real good job doing dark. They've been trying to do comedy because Marvel does comedy, and Marvel hasn't been doing dark. But if they went the dark route, they would do real good, and they could get real dark if they bring in Damian Wayne and just have him just doing what he does
Man,
best.
I was watching Damian Wayne wreck on Batman today, and he was so proper talking to
Yeah,
Batman.
that's what make him hype. That's what make him hype, father. Yeah, I like him. Hey, we grew on me. He grew on me. You watched him Batman movies.
And the bad thing is, Batman came in and hating on him too, but it wasn't as proper.
Yeah,
it was Batman was just giving hate.
Yeah, he beat Damian Wayne's. Wait, what movie is that? Apocalypse War. Apocalypse War. He beat him so bad. He said, "I've been taking it easy on you." He said, "I'm not gonna take it easy on you this time.
I'm not gonna hold back."
You're not gonna hold back." And boy, Damian Wayne. And Damian Wayne was a teenager.
You know who they didn't have out here? They didn't have the Red Hood. Where was Red Hood supposed to be at?
Is the Red Hood just an alternate universe person?
He could be an alternate universe. I don't think he just tied in to these.
Because the Red Hood is Dick Grayson, right? So you can't have him being. Oh, he's the second one. Oh, okay.
He's the second one.
But I thought Joker killed that one.
And he came back as the Red Hood. Come on,
Fair
man.
enough. All right. Let's see. You want one shot at what his name is?
Who?
that Robin, what his name was?
Nope.
Jason Todd. Did that ring a bell?
I knew Jason Todd.
Okay, I had been thinking it was Dick Grayson, but it's Jason Todd. Okay.
Dick was the first one.
Yeah, he's the first one.
Because you know why Dick is the first one? He acts like a dick the whole time.
All right, let's go. All right, y'all. I'm Not Amused, episode 4. No, Jason Todd. How about that? Man, my memory is bad. Okay. All right, y'all. I think that we'll cut it for episode 4, y'all. You want to give any shout outs, D?
Nah, I ain't got no shout outs, man. Anybody that's in the comments, y'all drop y'all links and we'll pull up on y'all. And,
Yeah, we'll pull up on their podcast. I like that.
yeah,
I like that. Hey,
so
I'm gonna
shout
give
out to y'all.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the two people that fell off the podcast. Space Jam Jordan and Silent K Assassin just randomly fell off. Mainly because Jamal was getting beat to sleep in that 2K debate, and he knew he didn't want none of this
I
DC
think
debate.
2K went on too long.
It went on way too long. I agree with that. Leo, you want to give any shout outs?
Yeah. Let's give a shout out to Suicide Squad.
To the Suicide
You
Squad.
know what's the problem with the Suicide Squad?
What's that?
They named the Suicide. It's Suicide Squad and
then
the
Suicide
Squad.
Yeah. They got a lot of imagination. They used all of it in that title because they didn't have nothing left for the movie.
And Suicide Squad.
They didn't have nothing left when they got time to make the movie.
What in the world? Are they serious?
And
The is what they did to change the movie around.
yeah, you saw what they did since they didn't have Deadshot. They made Bloodsport.
You know what? They did a good job saying that they didn't have two leading characters, like no Joker.
Let's see. I want to see, is this actually a comic book character? Oh, he is. They didn't completely make him up. They was just trolling us, but they didn't make him up.
They made him up.
He even got the skull. It's the bottom part of his mask, so he got like a predator.
All right, I had a problem with the movie. When them rats got up in that damn thing's eye, I had such a problem with that.
Why didn't they
Then you have a
drown?
problem with like, how in the world are they swimming and not drowning?
Yeah,
right there?
I didn't get it, but Harley Quinn didn't drown either. So I was just, just kind of let it go. Cause I
And
was
what
so
she was
confused.
gonna do if it would have fell on his eyeball first instead of fall on his back?
It was a bad movie. It shouldn't have been that many rats that they could cover it. He had no defense for the rats. He had no defense for the purple dots dude. I mean, he stepped on him, but he didn't have nothing against him. That shark, like, there was not a fight in that movie. It just, they attacked it. It stood there and took the attack. And then it was like, it said some stuff that made you feel bad for it. I can't remember what he said. He said, I was happy just looking at the stars. So then you feel bad for it when it died.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. Like, where did it come? The Wonder Woman got knocked in the head.
Wonder Woman.
The Wallace woman.
Yeah, that's stupid. That was stupid. Because she's super evil. So, they turned her into a comic relief character in this one. It was like, that ain't her character at all.
Yeah, because she don't have no comedy in her.
No, she just, I ain't gonna say what she do, but it be the end of you. All right, Leo, we ran kind of late today, man, and you didn't give any shout out. So,
put a,
like,
explosion thing in Batman's neck. You think she wanted to put an explosion thing in Batman's neck?
nah, she don't fool with Batman. I don't think she like got a problem with Batman because I saw her in what movie was that? The name of the movie is Hush, and Batman was trying to interrogate Bane, and she would not cooperate with Batman. She was like, "No, I'm not letting you talk to him." But then he escaped. Like, they don't get along, but she don't like test his patience. But she also don't cooperate with him. I don't like Amanda Waller. I don't like nothing about her. I'm not. But Suicide Squad, I don't like the characters. I don't like the animated movie version of them. I don't like the cinematic version of them. But Margot Robbie, the woman playing Harley Quinn, they do a great job with her.
All right, I'm gonna give up some lead up, Eric, which they taking a long time to do. Why don't they add Mr. Manhattan yet? Why haven't they started adding Mr. Manhattan
from the Watchmen?
Yeah, because he's controlling everything. He's the reason for the 52.
For the 52.
Uh-huh.
You talking about that universe?
Yeah, he's the
Oh,
reason for this universe.
yeah. Man, if you look up Bloodsport pictures, these are balling. All right. Anyway, episode 4. I'm not amused, y'all.